Ya Rabbal Alameen. Okay, we are recording. We'll begin with the discussion of the homework. We'll try to do this very quickly, so I'm not going to call you to read the answers, all right? Just be prepared, take your answers if they are correct, and write the correct answers if they are wrong. I think we start with this, yes, 7A. Andy says, I've arranged. The answer here is to meet Neil and Mark. And the next one is, no, I'd rather go out to eat. And number 3, anyways, you promised. 4, okay, I'll come. Just stop complaining. 5, you know what? I don't feel like waiting for you to get ready. And 6, you can stay at home and play your silly video games. 8, wait, I'm hungry. I want to have something to eat. So any questions about this exercise? If you made
Sir,
any mistakes and you don't understand, yes, Alia?
yang number 2 kenapa go bukan going? Going.
Okay. So you have to look at this word here. I'd rather. I ni adalah singkatan untuk apa?
Had.
Oh, that one is not had. Is actually I would. And would is a
Model verb.
modal verb. Yes. So that is why go tu jadi root word ya. Infinitive. Rather tu tak ada dia tak tukar apa-apa. I would rather. Okay, good question, Alia. Anybody has any other questions? No? Okay, we'll move on. And actually you are right, Alia, because I had and I would, dua-dua dia punya contraction dia, singkatan, is I'd. But you have to look at the context of the sentence, adakah itu had ataupun would. More people are joining, that's good. We have 8, 9 people now. Exercise D. This is, if you remember what these are, dia punya penjodoh bilangan in English, right? Birds. Wait. No, bukan penjodoh bilangan. This is still about verbs. Number 1, do you remember seeing? Number 2, try to avoid throwing. And 3, there's no point in using. 4, Nina advised her sister to stay away. 5, this cake is too sweet for me to eat. 6, is it warm enough to swim in the sea today? B. 7, Hilmi was driving home when he stopped to take a picture of a crow on a signpost. And number 8, that man was hunting in the bird sanctuary, so you should report him, C, to the authorities. Okay, any questions about exercise D?
No.
No?
And number 7,
Yes?
why the answer is to take.
Did you answer C? Okay, if you put C, grammatically it is correct, but the meaning would be wrong. Bila kamu guna untuk to take, maksudnya dia untuk buat sesuatu. He stopped untuk ambil gambar. If you say he stopped taking a picture, maksudnya dia berhenti ambil gambar. Do you understand?
Okay, sir. Yes.
Dia berhenti untuk ambil gambar. Maknanya dia baru nak ambil gambar. He stopped taking, maksudnya dia dah ambil gambar, ambil, and then he stopped. Dia berhenti. He stopped taking.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, welcome. E. Paul likes to play or playing. Dua-dua boleh kat sini. He stopped playing, likes playing. Number 2, I'm looking forward to. Okay, tell me what is the answer for this one.
C.
See? This one is actually seeing. Okay, because look forward to, kita tengok dia sebagai satu phrase. Look forward to, and then it is seeing. Kita tak tengok to individually. Okay, lepas tu kena root word. Ada setengah perkataan yang lepas tu dia tak jadi root word ya. This is one example. Number 3, James was really happy to hear. 4, Mary had difficulty in finding. This one is because in. I borrowed my brother's jacket without asking. Sama juga bila ada with and without, we put ing. Does your mom let you watch? Because of let, macam everybody knows this famous song that has the word let. Apa dia? Let it go. Right? So the verb after let, dia akan jadi root word ya. I'll never forget winning the competition. Number 8, if you decide to visit the museum, remember to go. Number 9, Julian always helps his father to wash the car. And number 10, the students made, not the students made, the teacher made the students sit in silence. Okay, questions for exercise E?
So why the 10th question, the answer for the 10th question is sit.
What did you answer, Iza? Sitting.
Sat.
Oh, sat. It is similar to let here. Mana let tadi is here, let. And number 10, there is a word which functions the same way as let. It is made. Made the students sit. Dia akan jadi root word juga kat situ. In fact, recently, I know some of you have watched this masa kita cakap pasal movie review hari tu. Was it the Conjuring movie seram yang baru ni? The Conjuring kan? I know one of you talked about this movie. Apa subtitle dia punya tajuk kecil pada movie Conjuring yang baru tu? Do you remember?
It is like the devil.
The devil what?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. Okay, so look for it. The devil made me do it. So bila kita guna make tu, make, let kita benarkan orang buat, make kita suruh orang buat. And then the verb will be in the infinitive or the root word. Okay, anything else? Exercise E? All good? Okay, I hope so. Next page. You have been coughing all day. Are you sure you're not coming down? Okay, tell me the answer here. Coming down? With. Coming down with something, yeah? Number 2. I'll come round to your house and pick you up in about an hour. 3, they offered me a job, but I turned it down. Turn down, menolak. 4, did you really see Lionel Messi on the underground, or are you just making it up? Making it up. Buat cerita. 5, I really need to cut down on junk food. Kurangkan makan junk food. Ian and Roxy were an hour late because their car broke down on the way to the vet. Kereta rosak, broke down. And 7, don't use up. Jangan gunakan semua. Use up all the milk. I need some for a cake I want to make. Okay, so these are phrasal verbs. You just have to know apa nak gunakan pronoun,
So,
preposition apa. Yeah.
what is the meaning of cut off?
Cut off, potong. You chop something completely, like cut off the tree, cut off the legs, macam tu. Cut off electricity pun boleh juga, potong elektrik. But it is potong completely. Kalau kurangkan is cut down. Okay, now is this one. Ni baru pun dah bilang kan. I had to run inside because of a swarm of bees. Number 2, I had a horrible nightmare last night. I was walking in a forest when a pack of wolves, serigala, we call it a pack of wolves, cows, a herd of cows. Number 4, we were on a cruise around the Caribbean when a school of dolphins. That is why dolphins are so smart, because they go to school. 5, first we saw a farmer, then a huge flock of sheep. 6, there was a large herd of deers. Not herd. So binatang macam lembu, deer, semua benda ni kita akan gunakan herd. We sat on the hill and watched a flock of a pack of goats. Goats. Is it a herd of goats or a flock of goats? Okay. A flock? Uh, let's KIV this for now. I believe it is a flock, but because they're like sheeps, right? Sheeps, I'm very sure that sheeps is flock. Goat, I'm not so sure, only because I don't hear the English people saying goat so much. They have lots of sheeps. They don't have too many goats. Number 8, there was ants, a swarm of ants moving a leaf outside my window. Okay, and the last one, Pablo Picasso. Oh, can somebody read the answers for this one for me? This is a fairly short one. Any volunteers can do it?
Me,
Okay, Zaf.
Pablo Picasso died in 1973 at the age of 99,
Mm.
91.
Okay, very good. Continue.
I finished my project on dolphin at last. At last, it took me 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be hot tomorrow, so we'll need at least 2 bottles of water.
All right.
The film starts at 9, so meet me outside the cinema at 8:45 at the latest.
Mm. Selewat-lewatnya at the latest.
Don't forget to give me your test papers at the end of the exam.
Correct.
Yasmin doesn't have a job at the beginning, but she is hopeful that she'll find one by the end of the month.
At the beginning. This one is not at the beginning. This is at present. Okay, continue. Last one.
There has been a tsunami warning. We must move away from the beach. At at present.
Oh, okay. It is at once. This one. At once. So at once means right now, serta-merta ya. And at present maksudnya sekarang. So okay, so any questions about the last one?
No.
Nope. All right, please make sure that you put your marks for each of these sections out of 7 for this one out of 8. We did not discuss these pictures, but I think they're not really necessary. Okay, let's move on. Where's my textbook? For blast 4. Okay, please open your textbook and turn to page 102. We are supposed to do this before, actually, in our last class, but we'll have to do it today. Everybody, are you ready? Please raise your hands if you have your textbook. All right, great. Let's go. I will start with vocabulary, and then after this, we will go a bit into writing. Okay, we are going to focus today on adjectives. What are adjectives, by the way?
Describe.
Kata sifat. And what are they good for?
Describing.
Yes, adjectives are very important in describing things. Okay, now we are going to look at how we can form adjectives from other types of words. For example, here we have cultural. Cultural, the root word is culture, and it is a noun. And sometimes when you put al in a noun like this, it becomes an adjective, a cultural. Uh, uh, an event, contohnya, we have event. An event. Event is a noun, and we can describe nouns by using adjective. So event apa? A cultural event. Event kebudayaan, majlis kebudayaan. And now we are going to look at some other words here. Attractive. Attractive, we are going to break it down. Semua yang number ni, they are all adjectives, but we want to break them down. What is the root word of attractive? And what kind of word is it?
It is from attract.
Yes, attract. And it is a
Verb.
verb, menarik. And we put the IVE there to make it an adjective. Oh, this is too big. I'll have to make the font a little bit smaller. Right. Okay, mountainous. The word is
Mountain.
mountain, which is a
Noun.
noun. We put OUS to the mountain and it becomes mountainous, berbukit, bukit. Astonishing, root word.
Astonish.
Astonish. This is a
Verb.
verb. Very good. And we put ing to make it into an adjective. Delightful.
Like.
Delight. What kind of word is delight?
Verb.
Verb. Yes. And we put FUL. And finally,
Enjoy.
enjoy. Enjoy is also a verb, and we put able or just BLE in this case. Enjoyable, able. So what can we see from all of these breakdowns that we do? Most adjectives come from which type of word?
Verb.
Yes, a lot of verbs can actually be changed into adjectives. And the hard thing is that they don't have one specific formula. Bukannya semua verb kita tambah full, dia akan jadi adjective. Ataupun semua kita tambah ing, dia akan jadi adjective. There really is no formula as you can see here. Astonished, astonishing. Delight, delightful. Enjoy, enjoyable. You just have to come across these words and then eventually you will just know how to use them. So vocab is something that you have to build for yourself. There is no formula for you to learn new vocabs. It's as simple as that. If you don't come across new words, you just won't know what they are. Ada orang kata macam, okay, kalau nak belajar vocab, the best thing to do is kita kena buka kamus, baca kamus, setiap hari baca kamus. Actually, that is not a very good way because you don't know how to use those words in context. The best thing is, as always, is when you hear the words that are used, when you read them in a book, okay, you just remember it better that way. So if you want to get better vocabulary, if you want to improve your vocabulary, there is no other way than to just expose yourself to English as much as you can, even though it's only 5 to 10 minutes a day. 5 minutes, I think, is not too much. Kan? 5 minit sehari, dedicate yourself to read something, find something to read, and improve your vocabulary. Can you do that, everybody? I know some of you are already readers, but many of you, I'm sure, are not. Okay, so I would like you to please continue improving your vocabulary. Okay, so let's do this exercise. So we have a few verbs here. Some of them are not words. Okay, remark, invite, and fill in the blanks. Turn them into adjectives and fill in the blanks here. Okay, so please do that on your own and raise your hand after you have finished. If you want to discuss with your friend, you can discuss it here. I'm not going to break you into a breakout rooms today. Just talk freely with your friends, okay? Students, okay, I'm not hearing any response.
Okay.
All right. I'll be switching my camera off, but I am here and I can still listen to you. So if you need any help, please ask away. Raise your hands after you finish, right? Sabrina, welcome to the class. We are doing the vocabulary exercise on what page are we doing, class? One, one,
102.
102.
102, okay. Yep. Alia has also joined us. Welcome. Assalamualaikum. Welcome everybody who just joined us. We are doing the vocabulary exercise on page 102.
Sir,
Yes, Iza?
if invite change into adjective,
Mm-hmm.
does the meaning change too?
Um, no, functionally it is the same macam benda yang invite menjemput kan. So the adjective is perasaan yang macam menarik, menjemput. It's
Thank
like
you, sir.
it's like welcome. And
Oh,
what's the adjective of welcome? Do you know?
welcoming.
Yes. So it's similar to that. So welcome, welcoming.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Welcome to class, Wazin. You are a little bit late. Actually, you're half an hour late. But you can refer to the textbook on page 102. 102. Okay, yes. Anybody finished yet, class?
Yes.
No. Why is nobody raising your hand then? Okay, now you remember to raise your hand. I have been waiting. Only three people. Alia, Mumtaz, and Isa, Aisha as well. Okay, we have to go into essay after this, and we have about 20 minutes left. Okay, so I think we have to start discussing the answers now. Mumtaz, can you read the answers, please? Mumtaz?
Wait,
Wait. Okay. Don't wait too long.
So number one, the explorer's remarkable journey followed the entire length of the Nile.
Yeah, remarkable.
Number two, the cafe looked warm and invitable, so we decided to go and have some coffee.
Okay. So this one is actually inviting. Inviting ni sifat atau perasaan yang macam memanggil-manggil orang. Okay. Look so inviting. Rasa macam nak masuk je. Okay, number three.
Number three, in the middle of the town, there was an impressive building with a tall tower.
Correct.
Number four, in the spring, the park is full of colorful flowers.
Okay.
Number five, Mr. and Mrs. Davidson enjoyed a peaceful afternoon walking by the river.
Yep.
Number six, they want to stay at a luxurious, luxurious hotel by the lake, but it was too expensive.
The pronunciation of this word is luxurious. Luxurious, yeah?
Oh, this way.
Mm.
Number seven, after the earthquake, all the coastal areas were warned to prepare for a tsunami.
Coastal, yes. Kawasan pesisir pantai.
Number eight, this book contains valuable information about the city.
Valuable, yes. Okay, excuse me for a moment. I need to take a phone call. Okay, sorry about that. Where were we? Okay, good. So we have established that um, adjectives, the function of adjectives
Describe.
Describe.
is to describe. And now we are going to look at writing. We are going to write an article describing a place. So when you think of describing, you know what kind of words that you have to use a lot.
Adjective.
Yes, you have to use a lot of adjectives. That also means you need to know a lot of adjectives. You cannot just keep using the same old adjectives that you have been using for your entire life. Kan? Semua benda beautiful, nice, good. Those are adjectives, but they're very weak adjectives. We have learned about strong adjectives before, and we are only going to keep adding up to those strong adjectives. Okay, so first let's read the task A. The following announcement was published in an international magazine. Read it and underline the keywords. This is the task, dia punya tugasan dia. So when you read the task, you have to really understand and highlight the keywords here. Tell us about a nature reserve or place of natural beauty that you know of. Describe the place, say what attracts the visitors to it, and refer to any other special features of the place. The most interesting article will be published in the next issue. So if this is the task that you receive in your exam or for your exercise like this, what do we have to write about from this task? Apa benda yang kita kena mesti ada dalam karangan kita in our article? What are the keywords here? Anybody?
Describe the place. What
Okay.
is
Describe the place. So of course that's easy one. Describe the place. What attracts the visitors? And then other special features of the place. Also, the important thing is you have to write about the correct thing, which is a nature reserve or place of beauty that you know. Salah satu kan? Or. So you need to put these things in your essay. This is number 1, number 2, and number 3, special features. You need to have 3 things. Have you read this article just now? I asked you to read it. Did you? Baca ke tak?
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, you did not get the message. Okay, so let's read it together. um, who would like to read the first paragraph? Can somebody please do it?
Me.
Alia, yes.
Have you ever wondered where those cute, cuddly giant pandas you see in zoos come from? Well, last year on a trip to China, I found out. I visited the Wolong National Nature Reserve. It was an unforgettable experience.
Okay. Can we see the adjectives that are used in this paragraph? Do you see it?
Cuddly giant.
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable experience. Even before that, there are lots, right? So, what words are used to describe the giant pandas?
Cute.
Right.
Right. Cute, cuddly. Second paragraph, anyone? Volunteers?
Me.
Yes, Aisha.
Wolong is sanctuary for giant pandas and other endangered species. The other pandas are protected and live in their natural habitat. Some of the pandas, especially the mothers and their babies, live in panda houses where scientists study them. Others are free to roam the mountains where you can see them playing, relaxing, and chewing on their favorite fruit, bamboo.
Mhm. Very good. Uh, Next paragraph, please. Can we have any of the boys? Was it?
Me.
Oh, wait. Iza, okay. Go ahead.
Wolong actually means sleeping dragon and comes from a legend about a dragon that was overwhelmed by the beauty of the valley and fell asleep there. never to wake up again. A long dragon wall has been built there as a reminder of the legend. Like the dragon, I found the landscape absolutely breathtaking. The valleys with rivers and waterfalls surrounded by forest-covered mountains make the reserve a truly remarkable place.
Okay, so there are a few strong adjectives in this paragraph. Can you spot them, Iza?
Uh, beauty. Sekejap. Breathtaking,
Yes, breathtaking is an adjective, and also there is remarkable, which we have used just now. So you should know what breathtaking is, right? Everybody, breathtaking apa dia? Iza?
beautiful,
Yeah, beautiful. It's another word for great, amazing, beautiful. Last paragraph is pretty short, but I would like somebody to read it. Can I have any of the boys, Hadif, Wazin, or Mukris? Any one of you?
Me sir.
Okay, Wazin.
If you are a nature lover, Wolong is sure to fascinate you.
Hmm.
Seeing giant pandas in the wild is a once in a lifetime experience. Why not plan a trip there and see for yourself?
Okay, good. And there is a strong word here, which is fascinate. Fascinate is a verb, but you can also turn it into an adjective by adding ing. Fascinating. Menakjubkan. Okay, so this is an article. If you would give a title for this article, which one would you give? Look at B. Is it Discover the Magic of Wolong or B. Wolong National Nature Reserve?
A.
A.
Why do you choose A?
It is more interesting.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with B. You can use B as your title as well, but it sounds very boring, right? If you see the title A and you found it in a magazine, it looks much more interesting for you to write, much more inviting, you could say. Okay, and if you read the paragraphs, paragraph campur essay jadi passage, carefully, you can see how this essay is organized. It is organized very well. You have the introduction here, introducing to the National Reserve, and the second paragraph is talking about what? It's all about
For pandas.
the pandas, okay, where they live, where they're from. The third paragraph is all about
The background.
the background. Okay, it's more talking about
Wolong.
this Wolong thing, right? Dragon and the legend of it. And finally, we have, of course, the conclusion. And the conclusion, what is it doing? What is it trying to do? What is the writer trying to do in the conclusion?
Invite people to come.
You're right, recommend or invite people to come. So as you can see here, it is very important when you're writing an article. In fact, when you're writing any essay, is that you organize your paragraph. Sebab salah satu dia punya kriteria pemarkahan dalam essay bahasa Inggeris, as you can remember, there's CA, and then there is O, organization. Termasuk dalam markah dia adalah macam mana kamu susun idea kamu dalam perenggan. Jadi kita tak nak campurkan semua idea dalam satu perenggan, kita asingkan dia. Okey, perenggan ni cerita tentang apa? Perenggan ni cerita tentang apa? Okay, so here let's refer to see a few tips when we are writing an article. Number one, having a title that catches the reader's attention. That's why we chose A over B just now. Number two, using descriptive language, e.g., colorful adjectives. Okay, colorful adjectives they use here. Maksudnya adjective yang berbeza-beza yang menarik. Three, addressing the reader personally. Okay, when we are talking to the reader, what pronoun do you see being used in the article?
You.
You.
You. Yeah, well,
You.
as if we are talking to another person. You. Uh, and number four, asking rhetorical question. Okay, rhetorical question might be something that you have not heard of before, but it means that a question that you don't want answers for. Dia soalan sekadar kita tanya, bukan kita nak dengar jawapan pada orang tu. Can you see any rhetorical questions in the article?
Why not plan a trip there and see for yourself?
Right. Why not plan a trip there and see for yourself? Bukan dia nak tanya, okay, yes or no. There's another one there, which is the beginning of the article there. Have you ever wondered why those cute, cuddly giant pandas you see in zoos come from? Dia bukan nak tanya soalan, tapi sebenarnya dia nak cuba menjadikan penulisan dia lebih menarik saja. So, use some questions in your essays. Make it more colorful. But don't use too much. Lebih-lebih, ya. That's the important thing. Okay, so this is all the information that we are learning today about writing an article. I'm not going to give you a homework to write this essay because I know that most of you will be busy this weekend preparing to return to the hostel, your second home. But just keep in mind whatever we have learned about writing today. Okay, so articles. What do we need?
Intro. Title.
We need to have an interesting title, a catchy title. And you need to use a lot of
Adjective.
Adjective.
adjectives to describe it. Okay, so those are there's also number 3 and 4. Address your reader personally, but that for me that is the two most important thing. And also, yes, one more thing is you need to organize your ideas well, yeah. Susun idea dengan elok. Okay, so I believe that is going to be all for our lesson today. And don't forget that I remind you always seek to improve your vocabulary every day. Okay, make it a daily habit to learn at least 2 or 3 words a day. That is good enough. Okay, any other questions before we end class?
No.
No? Oh, yes. For this type of essay, pada task yang dia bagi kat sini, dia tak bagi tahu berapa perkataan kamu tulis. But do you know how many words do you need to write?
Less than 120.
This is actually question 3, which we have not done in exam yet. Excuse me. Question 3 is around 250 words. Around 250 words. So if your handwriting is the normal standard size, it should take you around 1.5 to 2 pages. Kalau tulisan kecil, it might be a little bit shorter. Tulisan besar and might be more. Tapi standard around 1.5 pages lah. 250 words. It's not that long. It might seem long, like 250 or so many words, but actually it's not that long at all. Especially if you compare to Bahasa Melayu essay, right? Bahasa Melayu essays are much longer. But still, how can you write 250 words if you don't have enough vocabulary? So takeaway is vocabulary is one of the most important things that you need for English in order to do well. Okay, with that, I think we shall end our class. Thank you very much, everybody who attended today. We have 14 people. And I will see you in the next class. Oh, wait. One more thing. So let me check a little bit. The posters that you have sent, those are amazing, some of them. And I'm just going to check how many I have received as of today. I have 8 over on Google Classroom and 1 which Alia sent to me personally. So only 9 people has sent in the posters. Don't know what happened to the rest, but well done to all of those who sent the posters. I have a little surprise for you when you come back to school next week. All right, let's end the class with tasbih kafarat suratul al subhanallah bihamdik. Syada la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. Okay, see you next week. Enjoy your last weekend at home. Don't miss home too much.
Thank you, sir.